What up, guys? Let me make sure this is all focused and everything like that. This is almost like a little rant I'm about to go on. I can't even lie. This is going to be called the YouTuber Starter Kit for Beginners. And if you clicked on this expecting to find out a whole bunch of cool equipment to use, you're going to have to wait till the end of the video. That shit's irrelevant. I can't even lie. That's right. I'm coming at this topic on a totally different angle. I'm really hoping my monitor's accurate and this is in focus. I'm pretty sure it is. Why would it not be inaccurate? Why would it not be accurate? Anyways, it's the morning. I'm adjusting. And basically, YouTube Starter Kit for Beginners. This is going to be pretty funny because the actual kit that you need to be a YouTuber, it doesn't matter at all. Literally at all. I could be a big YouTuber with a phone. Hell, I still use the past two vlogs. Basically, every vlog I've ever done on this channel has been with the phone. More or less, the actual starter kit for beginners is not at all revolved around the kit. So let's get that out the way. I'm actually going to be talking to you about real, just tried and true realities of being on YouTube, things that have helped me, things that you need to keep in mind that are far more important than equipment. Equipment comes way next. You need to know what you actually are getting yourself in for if you want to be a YouTuber, not just a YouTuber that uploads 2 videos and quits on the third, a YouTuber that makes it, whatever that looks like for you. And the actual tried and true principles I'm going to be talking about is educating yourself and staying consistent, expecting nothing to happen for 18 months to 24 months. Now, that's a pretty big barrier of entry. Jack, what do you mean nothing's going to happen for 18 months to 24 months? I mean nothing's going to happen for 18 months to 24 months. And 99.9% of, YouTubers will have quit by then. Therefore, nothing will ever happen to their YouTube channel. That's actually, sounds pretty negative, but it's probably the most realistic, positive thing I could possibly tell you in this video right here. Most people will quit before they could have ever possibly made it. This is the aspect that people don't talk about. I could have easily made a video for the beginners. Oh, get this kit and get that, as if it's going to do anything for you. It won't. It just really won't. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know the reality of the situation, which is that not only do you, need to keep going for at least 18 to 24 months and expect nothing to happen until that point, but you need to be constantly educating yourself. Now I've just done the big, high energy intro. Let me actually get down to the specifics. What do I actually mean by this? And maybe, some of you who are expected a little bit of an easier ride are unsure what's going on right now. I just wanted to know what equipment I need. You're going to find out. I'm going to talk about that later on in the video. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not important to put at the beginning of the video. If you're really a YouTuber and you want to be starting out, you need to know that you need to be persistent. And overall, the way YouTube works is essentially you need to gain authority around your channel. So that's where the 18 to 24 month mark comes in. You need to upload enough videos that you have enough authority around the topic that you've been uploading around. And it usually does take about 18 to 24 months before you've built enough authority, aka a big enough catalog of videos that people are constantly finding you. And also, you need to be creating searchable content. YouTube is a search engine, therefore you need to be creating titles that appeal to people when they're scrolling through search and stuff that can actually be found, right? So that's the catalog building side. You actually have to have the patience, persistence, and then the patience again to actually get to that 18 month to 24 month mark. I hit the 18-month mark of this new type of content that I'm making, this video production content, on the end of 2018, right? So when we started this new year, 2019, I'd done 18 months. I started in June of 2017, therefore that was 6 months to 2018, and then all of 2018, I started 2019 with 18 months into the game. This year, I have blown up through the roof because I'd actually built enough brand awareness. I built enough, I've established my channel enough with enough of a catalog of videos which gave my channel authority in the YouTube algorithm, and now I've blown up in the past 7-8 months since this year has been going on. It's now August, the 8th month. We've done 7 months so far. We're in the 8th month now, and I've literally skyrocketed in the past 8 months, but it could have never happened if I didn't put that 18 months of basically nothing happening for that entire 18 months. So I'm not talking to you guys about nothing I haven't done here. Telling you guys the realness. Nobody else will give you this video right here. They string you along and then make a video telling you what equipment you need, as if that fucking matters. Start on the phone. Literally, start on the fucking phone today. If you're worried about equipment, you're worried about the wrong thing. You should be worried about how you're going to provide value to the people and whatever. Like, Gary Vee. I listen to Gary. I listened to someone who recorded, I would literally listen to someone who was stood outside Gary Vee's office with a microphone, literally just cracking the door open, pushing the phone in a little bit so we could barely hear what he's saying. That's how much value I'm getting from that man's content, right? So that again proves the fact that if you're doing value-based content, the quality doesn't matter at all. So that's number one, persistence. Expect nothing to happen for the first 18 to 24 months. And, if it does happen, which in some rare cases it will be even better for you and will just be a wonderful surprise. But it's not at all something you should count on. In fact, 99.99% of the time, nothing will happen to you until the 18 to 24 month mark. There we go. Education. That's the next biggest pillar for actual success on YouTube. Biggest pillar, way before the software, the mic, the camera, any of that stuff. Education is honestly maybe even more important than, persistence and patience is the most important thing because you have to keep going. But education, educating yourself on SEO, minor SEO, just literally, search engine optimization where you're actually able to get your stuff ranked in search. Watching people like Roberto Blake, what's my man's name? Think Media TV. What's another one? Daryl Eves. What's another one? Nick Nimmin, or I don't know. There's two of them. They look pretty similar. You see how many I could just rattle off my brain? I could name 100 other, how to grow on YouTube creators, right? Because I'm in the trenches. I'm educating myself on a daily basis. I just bought I bought Think Media TV and Benji Travis's book, YouTube Secrets. Got that shit yesterday. I'm working my way through it. I don't read, but I'm listening to the 3.5-hour audiobook. Education is the second biggest pillar to the YouTube starter kit for beginners. Educating yourself constantly. YouTube, as an outsider perspective, looks like something you just join in. Oh, I'm just going to upload my video and then it goes well. No, not at all. Not even slightly. You need to know what you're doing. You need to be strategic here. You need to actually know basics of titling, thumbnail, tagging, all this stuff that is crucial and all plays a little role. And education is the second biggest pillar behind success. Patience and persistence, education, content. Obviously, the content has to be solid, which is the next pillar, which is just fucking content. The content after that, you could be the most persistent, the most patient, educating yourself constantly, and your content just sucks. You have nothing to talk about. You're not going to grow either, or you will grow somewhat because you're being patient and persistent and uploading shitloads of content and educating yourself. That's how powerful those two are. But the content has to be value providing. The content has to be amazing, right? Or not even amazing. The content just has to be good content. Now, that doesn't mean high production value content. That means content that delivers value, right? Now, value comes in a different shapes and sizes. You could have entertainment value, right? Your video is just so entertaining that this blows my socks off, and I know that every week I'm going to come back, or every day I'm going to come back and watch your content because the value I'm getting is entertainment value, right? That's cool. That's awesome, and that is certainly a pillar of YouTube. And the top creators are almost certainly those entertainer type of characters, right? The next pillar, which is easier to grow from 100%, is value proposition. And that's a little different to entertainment value. It's actual knowledge value. It's something that you click on this video and it's how to spread butter on toast. If my video shows you how to spread the butter on the toast, you've gained the value that you clicked on the video to get. Obviously, it's going to help if you do more specific niche things than how to spread butter on toast. The majority of humans do that intuitively, but again, it could be your first tutorial idea. Essentially, the value side of YouTube, the actual creating a, how-to type of content or value-based content based around a topic of interest that you're knowledgeable about, whether it be gardening, whether it be YouTube, whether it be walking down the street with your dog, how to make it, respond to you. I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm just spewing off ideas at this point. For me, it's video production. That's what I'm most knowledgeable about. And therefore, you can literally just create a video like this of me just talking to the camera, not even necessarily entertaining, and the entertainment comes next, right? And that can be a valuable video for someone, and actually the shareability of that video from that person, if they've watched the video, gained value, and then, think of like, oh, my friend would benefit from this as well. It's much more high shareability factor than, for example, something that's just entertaining, or a cat falling into a river or something like that, right? So, patience, persistence, education, and then actual content that is value providing in some possible way, right? It has to be useful content. That's why ideally you need to make it around a topic of interest where you're very knowledgeable about, therefore you can actually have the best shot of providing value to people, right? That's pretty key as well. But all those things come way before any equipment, literally far before equipment, 1,000 times before equipment. In fact, now it's pretty funny that we've damn near talked for 10 minutes and I'm only just gonna briefly mention equipment now, right? So if you're understand that patience and persistence is the biggest thing, educating yourself so you actually know what you're doing, right? And you're actually being strategic about this thing, and then actually creating just quality content. And none of those come before each other, really. I'm gonna rephrase that. They're all one and the same. Those are 3 areas that you need to be considering before you're even starting YouTube, or if you are starting YouTube, make sure you're thinking about those things and you're taking those as the most important, top of the tier things. Patience and persistence, education, and just making actual quality content that people want to turn up for. That does not mean production value. That means value provided. Boom. Woo! Let me take a sip of water. Part 1 is over. The real part, the only part that matters. You could quit off and just start making content based on this, and you would do great. 100%. Again, just go over what I've said. Patience, persistence, education, actually making good content. 2 seconds. Right? Now the next things, the equipment side, anything. If you are understanding that you need to be constantly educating yourself and teaching yourself the platform, understanding that you need to be doing this persistently and patiently for at least 18 to 24 months before anything good is going to happen to your YouTube channel, and you're uploading and you know you can make quality content, then that is literally it. If you've got that, you have nailed it. You're going to be successful. All you have to do is just stick down, keep creating the content, and there will be an inevitable explosion in what you do, just like it was for me this year after the 18 months of uploading content. So much content, hundreds of videos were uploaded. I built my catalog, and now I've blown up in the past 7 months because of that original 18 months of work, right? So that's the base minimum. Equipment-wise, what do you need? You can literally start with genuinely anything. I would advise you right now is to probably just start with your phone if you don't have anything else. So it's better to start today than to put it off for a month and get a camera and then start in a month, because you could have an audience in a month if you just start today. I use the iPhone 5. iPhone 5, right? My community, you guys, you mock me all the time. Jack, fucking, you got 140,000 subs, you're still with the iPhone 5, what the fuck? I love it, hilarious. Keep hitting me with the fucking mockery. I love it, I'm here for the jokes. At the end of the day, most of you probably have a fucking better phone than me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not here vlogging on my iPhone 5S. You could, that S, that's important right there. You probably got an iPhone X. You might have a Samsung something. You might have a Android whatever. You know what I mean, right? You're dealing with better equipment than I'm even happy to create content on. I got 140,000 subs. My vlog went up last night. It's an iPhone vlog. Banger vlog. Because it's all about content. It's not about the quality. Right? Well, let me be real. There has to be a certain level of quality. Like, so if the mic didn't work on this and my whole vlog was me talking, but there's no vocals, that's a bad situation you've got yourself into right there, obviously. But that's a very extreme circumstance. There is a certain level of quality, as in being able to hear the person talking and sort of things like that, which that's for granted, obviously. I just felt to mention that because, I'm drilling the point home that equipment doesn't matter at all, but then there is a base level of quality. But the thing is, we all have that base level in our pocket. The iPhone has a built-in camera, everything like that, right? So, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You know what I mean? But if we're talking about specifics for equipment, essentially what you want to do is, right now I'm recording a YouTube video. It looks relatively decent. I've got a couple silly things right here just to bulk up the desk because it looks a little bit too plain. But overall, all I need, right? The laptop is even an extra. All I need is something to record, aka a phone or a camera. So that's one thing, right? Boom, throw that up there or up there, wherever. I'm going to tally up the actual equipment that you really need to just start. Recording device. Audio device, which is not mandatory. You can start with the phone. I don't use any external recorder for my vlogs, but for this particular video, I have a clip-on mic, which cost me 30 pounds. That's all it cost me. Well, actually, my bad. It cost me nothing because I got sent it for free and reviewed it on my YouTube channel, which is a future thing that could happen to you if you start a YouTube channel. People will send you products for free and you won't have to pay for them. But in theory, I paid 30 quid for this microphone. You would pay 30 quid for this microphone. It's clip-on microphone. It does great. Alternatively, there's other ones you could get. This shit right here, you can get a condenser. This is a 30-pound condenser, fine. Boom, that's a condenser microphone. That's another version of a mic you could go for. I got mics over there, which is on-camera microphones, like Rode mics. Those are different options for microphones. For a camera, like I said, recording device, all you need is a phone, a camera, whatever you want, anything that can just record in relatively good quality, as long as it's 720p, 1080p, right? You're doing pretty good. And then addition to that, maybe some lighting if you want. I got a fat softbox up there. And at the end of the day, you know, lighting is something else you could add in there as well. Something to maybe hold up your camera or your phone, tripod, whatever. For minimal money, you can get the equipment, but I would literally start with genuinely whatever you have today. It's progress over quality at the end of the day. I'd rather progress and, you know, then have good quality eventually than not start and, you know, start with perfection, which is just insecurity essentially, you know what I mean? Amazing. That right there is my spiel. I really hope you watch till the end. Any new YouTubers, because I feel as though this is just my raw thoughts. I mentioned in the beginning it's probably just going to be kind of a rant, but you know, I see so many of these videos, beginner starter kit for YouTubers, and they're all mentioning as if the fucking equipment matters at all, which it doesn't. Literally matters none, in my opinion. Like, obviously, like we've said, when I say none, I'm exaggerating because, of course, you do have to be able to be heard on the camera, and you do have to be able to at least somewhat be in good quality. So there is a base level of quality, but everybody has that base level of quality in their phone. Not everybody, I assume that, but it's enough of a percentage that I can say a generalization like everybody and be pretty accurate. So that's a fucking lot of you, right? You laughed right now because you're one of the people that's included in the can do all this shit on their phone, right? So get started, get cracking. The YouTube starter kit for beginners. Hit me up on Instagram if you want any more advice. I respond to every single person every single day on Instagram. A huge plug for the Instagram, and overall, if you need any help, hit me up there. I'll be happy to help you further. I've been Jack, or ItsJackCole. Follow me for more. Have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in an upcoming video. Take it easy.